Okay, we are talking again about what I found on the CIA's website. This is free to the public, free for anyone to go and find for yourself. Alright, this one is under the title Theories and Experiments. Flying Saucers, Theories and Experiments. So we click on it, we open it, and alright, okay, so someone is reporting all this information that they are finding about UFOs to someone else in the CIA. Alright, this is way back when. Alright, and the second thing that they reported is a German newspaper, not further identified until later. They call it the Genoa newspaper? Or wait a minute. No, that one's different. Alright, German newspaper. We don't know the name of. Okay. George Klein. They published an interview with George Klein, a famous German engineer and aircraft expert, who described the experimental construction of flying saucers was carried out by him from 1941 to 1945. Klein stated that he was present in 1945 when the first piloted flying saucer took off and reached a speed of 1,300 miles per hour within 3 minutes. The experimental results in 3 designs. One designed by Mite, M-I-T-E-H-E. The Mite was a disc-shaped craft, 135 feet in diameter, which did not rotate. Another was designed by Hammerbull, and another was designed by Shriver. Rudolf Shriver, the same guy that we just talked about, consists of a large rotating ring. In the center was a round stationary cabin for the crew. When the Soviets occupied Prague, the Germans destroyed every trace of the flying saucer product there, and nothing was heard of Hammerbull and his assistants. Shriver recently died in Berlin, where he had been living, and Salu, the Soviets managed to capture one of the flying saucers built by Mite, who escaped to France. He is reportedly in the U.S. at present. Okay. Not only do they talk about how many different. They talk about Hammerbull, Rudolf Shriver. They talk about this guy named Mite. There is another guy, according to another newspaper, Genoa newspaper. The patent office of the Genoa Chamber of Congress was issued a patent for a flying disc to, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, Matolin, 38, veteran naval fitter residing in Genoa. The invention was patent number 165 of patent register 125. The disc would cost in excess of 5 million lire. could attain the speeds of 300 kilometers per hour. Mattone offered his invention to Italy, but it had been turned down. He intends to migrate and offer it elsewhere. All right. So we have like 4 different scientists that claim that they built flying saucers in and around 1954. This is what I've found. I've found this information on the CIA's website. It's free to the public. I just gotta keep iterating that every time I say that. This is my truth that I have found. No one else is talking about this. No one else wants to talk about this. The only other thing that I've not found yet that I talked about in a previous video was U.S. How the U.S. is gathering information about UFOs. I was just saying that they've been gathering information on UFOs for over 100 years. I have found. There's another one of these documents. If I can find it, I will make another video about that document specifically, but it says that in 1916 there was a conference about what flying saucers could be. They were speculating on it. It was a scientific conference. And in those speculations, they thought that it could have been a far advanced German experimental aircraft. That's what they thought in 1916. Okay? So, I've seen, it looks like 2 different documents that talk about a bunch of scientists that say that this actually happened. So I believe this wholeheartedly, that this actually happened. And no one's talking about it. Except for me, and that's why I deleted the original videos, but I put them back up with the evidence on camera so you guys can see for yourself.